If you know me by now, you know that not only do I like my music loud, but I like to go fast, especially on personal electric vehicles like skateboards, bikes, and scooters, mostly skateboards. But I really like my head and I want to protect it. In fact, to me, safety is paramount when riding those things, so a good helmet is important. So today we're going to be taking a look at a helmet that I just recently picked up. It is called the Virgo, and it's from a company called The Beam. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and yeah, that's what we're looking at today. It is a helmet called Virgo from a company called The Beam, and they're a European company, and I'm really liking this helmet. I just recently picked this up, and with the wind and stuff that we get out here, a full face helmet is great. Plus, hey, more protection is good. I've got half face helmets, I've got full face helmets, I've got several of them, and each one of them kind of serves their purpose. This one, it has some really great features that we're going to talk about here. They actually have an Easter sale going on right now on their website. Apparently the numbers are in euros. They're in stock, they're shipping immediately. You can see that they have different sizes. There's small, medium, and large. You will have to measure your head for this thing because some of the helmets, they'll change the fitment by the pads and stuff that are in here, but this one's specific to each head size. They have black, sand, and blue. Right now they're out of white. This is the blue, and it's a really deep navy blue. And as far as the visor goes, you can get crystal, black, polarized blue, or yellow. I think this one's crystal. It's just kind of mirrored. This little yellow dot right here says MiPS, M-I-P-S. What is MiPS? Well, let me show you on their website. They've got a video on there, and I think this is the best way to explain it to you rather than me trying to explain it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a liner that's inside of here that moves independently of the outer shell, so it gives you that extra added protection. That's pretty cool. Also, this light that's on the back of here, it's got a few different modes on it. You can press the button on here to change through the modes, but one of the modes on here, maybe all of the modes, there is a built-in accelerometer in here, so basically it'll work as a brake light. Let's just see something here. So if we're going down the road like this, and we'll just do a quick shock. Yeah, so it actually works even when it's not on my head. Accelerometer for brakes, that's pretty great. So yeah, that has different modes, and then it can come right off of here, just like that. It's magnetic, and it snaps into a little place that's on the back here, just like that. Secure. This has its own USB on it, and it does have a little silicone seal on the bottom of there. That's how you charge that. So I was kind of wondering, because it's a full face helmet, right? But this looks pretty thin right here. Most of my full face helmets have, you know, full face all over the chin. So I was like, what happens when you crash? Well, right here on the website, you can see that it actually shows you the shock from being in a riding position, or from below, or from above. You can see that the helmet is going to tilt, and it basically is going to protect you. Now, I haven't tested that out yet, but hopefully that is exactly how it works, and I think that MiPS is part of it. Well, let's do this. I filmed a few of my thoughts while riding with it. So one of the things that I really like about this helmet, first of all, the big ear holes means that I can actually use my, well, these are open ear headphones. I can actually use those with it. And while it does cover the chin, you know, a full face type of thing, well, you know, I can still drink something if I need to drink something, which I think is great. Plus, it looks pretty darn cool. Look at that. Oh, yeah. And these do a really good job of filtering out the UV, giving you a little bit of shade while you're wearing glasses, which is also great. Now, one of the great things about this helmet too is the visor can go all the way up. If you just want it all the way out of the way, you can pop it down right here, and it still kind of shields your eyes from the glare of the sun, and you can see everything perfectly fine and still take a drink. Or you can shut it all the way down. You might still be able to take a drink right there, but you know. Another really important thing, and I don't even know if you'll be able to hear my voice right now because there's so much wind. I live at, you know, on the coast, and there's often a lot of wind. When we get a lot of wind like this, when you're riding at higher speeds, you end up getting a lot of tears in your eyes, you know what I mean? It's just like, you just start tearing up, and it makes it hard to see. So this actually helps with that quite a bit too. Sweet. And let's give you a little closer look at this, because I'm going to show you the one thing on here that I was like, that could have been a little bit better. So inside of the helmet, it's really nice looking in here. It's a very compact and clean looking inside of the helmet. You can see there's padding everywhere. And then you can see that it's got this extra piece in here, and that is what rotates. Also, it's nice because you've got the little adjuster in the back, so you can really adjust this helmet to make it fit you just right. And that is important. The comfort of it is really good. Also, like I said, these nice big holes for your ears. somebody told me, they said it looks a little bit like Judge Dredd, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Now, this did come with a nice carrying bag. It's the material like sunglasses cleaning material, so that's great. And then it came with a USB-C, just a, USB-C for the light that's on the back of it to plug that in. And then this right here, I am not exactly sure what this is. It didn't really come with a manual. I mean, it's a helmet. You don't need a whole lot of manual for that. But this little piece right here, let me see if I can see that. It's just like a little silicone plug looking thing. I don't know what that is. But you know what? They're probably going to watch this video and tell me, well, Tony, duh, that's this. If so, I'll put a note down in the description to update that. Or I'll pin a comment at the top. But if there's one thing on here that I'm like, you really could have done that better, it's the little pads that are down here at your chin, at your cheeks. Let me show you this up close. So basically these things are Velcroed in there. And while that works, I mean, it's fine. It'd be nice if there was like a little snap on there and a snap on the, inside of the pad, so that it was in there more securely. These are actually very important because that is what holds it right here on your face, and that completes the whole, holding the helmet where it's supposed to be. Now, it hasn't been a problem, but sometimes when putting the helmet on, I've got to hold them there just to get it on there properly. But yeah, if they just put a little snap right there, that would be great. It doesn't have a D hook down here. It's just your basic thing right here. So let's pull that up here. And what's great is that I can wear my glasses with this helmet and it's not pinching or anything like that. And I love that I can put my earphones. Now, the ones that I use in here, I don't have them up here. I have a review for them. It's called Pop Clip. I'll put a link right here if you want to check that out. They were like 30, 40 bucks. And man, I can hear perfectly because they're open ear and they just clip to the back of my earlobe right there. So they work great with this helmet. But you can see what I mean. There's these pads that are right here, and those are what holds the helmet there. So if these pads slip out of there or whatever, just, I might even add some extra Velcro to it or something, but yeah, little snaps. Don't mean to harp on that, but yeah, it's the only thing I could really find with the helmet that I was like, yeah, they could have done that better. But yeah, it is a nice helmet. Riding with this thing is just a joy. It's pretty lightweight, so typically after a while, you really start to feel the fatigue on your neck and your head from being squeezed inside of a helmet. But with this one, I just ride luxuriously and the air flowing through. I don't know, I really like it. You almost don't even realize you're wearing it. The other thing is, well, I was kind of concerned with these edges being right there where they are, that they might get in my field of view. They really didn't. Riding with this thing, my field of view is perfect and helps to make the ride enjoyable and feel safe. And yeah, we all want that. In very, very small print on the back here, it says, shell is ABS thermoformed, inside EPS foam and EPP liner, standard EN1078, NTA 8776 and CPSC 1203. I think that's what that says. So yeah, not much more to say. I think it's a great helmet. If you do too, you might want to check it out for yourself. Hey, I want to thank you so much for your support here in the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to my channel. So if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there and a notification bell. If you click both of those, you get notifications when I upload new videos. One thing I will ask you is just do me a favor, make a comment on this video. Go to watch some of my other videos, make comments on those. The YouTube algorithm is more kind to the channel if you do that. So I really appreciate your support on that. So that is Virgo from the Beam, and that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.